I remember years ago, someone invited me to speak at their church for a Body by God program we had at the time. And while speaking, I told the story about my dad who suffered with debilitating migraines for 40 years. And he was taking multiple medications, going from doctor to doctor, and never getting more than temporary relief. And I remember I was home on a semester break, and I came home to visit. And once again, I found him in terrible agony. And just on the spot, I gave him an adjustment to the top bone in his neck, the atlas, which I found out of alignment, putting pressure on his brainstem. And apparently this proved to be the cause of his condition, because 3 minutes after I adjusted him, his headache was gone. Now, if you meet my dad today, he'll tell you that in his 35 years of being under my care, he can count the number of headaches that he's had on his left hand. So he rarely gets them at all. But something happened to me at that church event that I'll never forget. After sharing my dad's story with the congregation, a woman named Susan walked up to me, and she told me that she'd been suffering with terrible migraines for years, dating back to when she had a bad car accident. She said, "After hearing your dad's story, I know that the Lord sent you here to help me." And then she paused, and I saw tears streaming down her face. And she asks, "What took you so long to find me?" I was stunned by her question, and all I could think of is how true the Bible says, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. And I was thinking about that, and I never answered her regarding that question, but I did answer the call in my life to do my part from that day forward. Isaiah 6:8 says also, "I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send, and whom will go for us?' Then said I, Here am I, send me." And because of this, in my 30 years of practice, I've given thousands of talks to tens of thousands of people and have helped many. But sadly, the unreached majority are still out there. They're hurting, sick, and suffering, like my dad and Susan, going from doctor to doctor, taking medication after medication, still praying for an answer for someone to find them. My question to you is, will you help me find them? Each month in 2024, I'm going to be donating my time somewhere in the community, teaching about true health and healing. Will you do your part to get me connected with your church or social group? I'm asking you, or your HR director at work, so that we can get one of these health talks set up. For them, it makes a difference. If you missed the workshop last week, we announced the raffle for everyone involved with this outreach project. When you're in the office, just fill out the form with the contact information, and they'll give you a ticket. The more contacts you give, the more tickets you receive. The winning ticket will be drawn at our January workshop. Thank you so much in advance for partnering with us on this to make our community healthier than ever in 2024. I'm committed to this, and I love and appreciate you so much. I wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. God bless.